Welcome to QueAquatics and Exotics, and today I'm so excited on this build. I have my Chinese water dragon that's been in an enclosure he's outgrowing pretty quick. And I have another enclosure that I got from my friends that moved, making a naturalistic enclosure, building it into my closet, which is 4 foot by 4 foot by 2 foot deep. And because it's a water dragon that goes under the water, I'm putting a 20-gallon aquarium with a filter in there. So come along and check out this project. It took quite a long time, but it is done, and I'm gonna be putting him.
Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me. It's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue.
But I got this enclosure. I bought this enclosure off of my friends that were moving out of state, and I love it. It's 4 foot by 4 foot by 2 foot, but it wouldn't fit in through the door. So I had my daughter's boyfriend take it apart and put it back together in the closet. This thing is massive. It's got built-in lights on the top of it. It's got vents throughout it, and it's perfect for my water dragon. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to take you through it, I'm going to add a 20-gallon fish tank. I'm going to add some branches. I'm going to add some plants. Now here's the difference. I am not making this one a bioactive enclosure yet. This is just going to be more of a naturalistic enclosure with trees and branches and live plants, but there's not going to be a cleanup crew. So I think I kind of want to line it and rubberize it if I'm going to do a cleanup crew first. So this is the 4 foot by 4 foot by 2 foot enclosure, and it just fits. I actually had to cut the trim to make it fit because it was just a ½ inch off, but that's okay. It's got the plexi. I got to feed those wires behind the back, and now I'm going to get ready to start building it. Build it and she will come. So I have all the wires leading up through that back vent. I got more air vents throughout this, but for the most part, it's all that Melamy. And I got a filter ready to go. Okay, so I put in a 20-gallon tank and a stand that would hold a 20-gallon long on top, but the 20-gallon tank seems to fit on the bottom. And then I'm going to add some climbing things so you can get from the bottom up. Add some plants. Maybe I should put a liner on the bottom before the fish tank. And I've added some climbing sticks to make sure there's some kind of structural sound for where he can climb all the way up. Climb up out of the water along the sides. So I've got the plants in. I've got the empty tank in. I've got the wood to climb on. I got, what else did I just put in? Basically, I just got the plants in. So those are actually in a flower box. There's two different, there's a Dracania, there's Yucca. Some kind of like, I want to say it's Southeast bamboo, but I could be wrong. Little wandering Jew back there, more Dracania, a couple of tropical plants, some ivies, secretia, fern, a couple different ferns. And then I got some fake plants up here. But next is to get the aquarium ready with some aquatic plants as well. But I need to take a break. So far this is day 1 of setup. And I'm ready for bed. But it's starting to look really good. Okay, I do have some water in the tank now, starting that cycling process. Now up here I've got to build a basking station. And then I think we'll be almost ready. So now, the last part of this is the basking station. Whoa, light much? Must you? is the basking station and the tank. So I'm going to put some of these aquatic plants in the tank. And this way, if I get some plants, I can add some more plants as I go. It's not as much about the plants as it is someplace for him to step as he's climbing up. He's like what I would call like marginal plants. They're really not marginal plants, but they grow pretty good on the cusp of the water. So I'm going to put them up there. I hear somebody walking around over there. Let's see here. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to have to do something with these doors. I don't think plexiglass is the best option. I'm thinking I might have to get some glass doors or make my own. Like I said, it's just sturdy things for him to grab onto. So when he's in the water, he can get out of the water. So now I need to find his rocks for his basking station. Here's some of the plants that are in the aquarium. I really like it. I might even use this tank as my quarantine for my new plants. Or thinking about putting some cold water fish in this aquarium. It's a 20-gallon aquarium with no heater. I might put some Danios in here. I like the zebra Danios. I like all the Danios. I think they're gorgeous. Hi, baby. Hello. Hi. Can you come out here? Hi, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. I got something for you to see. I got something for you to see. I got something for you to see. So now we're going to go down here. Look how beautiful. Hopefully. Hey, baby. Hello. I got some crickets for you. I do. He's going to be so happy there. Hey, buddy. Come on, my Pookie Mookie Boo shoe. My Pookie Mookie Moo shoe. Do you like it? You are beautiful. Let me get him some worms. There you go. There we go. We got some worms. I'm going to let you get acclimated. I wanted to kind of wash off the screen, but once I close it, it's going to be kind of messy. There it is. So it did take over a month to build, and it was already put together. So it was just to rebuild it took over a month. And I'm very happy how it came out. And now this is not a bioactive enclosure. So underneath these flower pots and stuff is bare bottoms. I don't have any cleanup crew in here at all. I just have very natural, I just have plants, a lot of plants in here. A lot of, oh, he wants to know, why am I not talking to him? Huh, baby? Don't really think it's a him. I think he's old enough now that he would have that crust on top of his head. Oh, but he loves his worms. There are some crickets in there, but they're not much of a cleanup crew. They're more of a messy crew. So I left the camera on for a little bit as he was getting used to the tank to see, like, I wanted to watch him without him seeing me watch him. And I could see that every time we walked by down the hallway, his ears perked up and he turned around and was looking. So he's fully well aware of when we're walking up and down the hallway versus when we walk into the reptile room. I thought that was interesting. But then when Sophie started ringing her bell, it looked like he jumped, like he was going to jump out. But the plexiglass was there. Check this out. Wow, wasn't that crazy? Oh my God, it scared me. I thought he got hurt. But obviously I've seen him that he was doing fine. But when I was watching this video, I was like, oh, maybe I'm glad it's not glass, because if it was glass, it would not have been give or take. But that also tells me that as he's getting bigger, those doors are definitely going to need to be reinforced. Because he puts a couple pounds on them and he does that, he's just going to push those doors right through it. They're only on little aluminum tracks, so I don't know. But I did want to thank Bob and Sue for that amazing enclosure. I absolutely love it. I'm just going to have to do something different with the doors. And thanks to John H., who took the enclosure apart for me and put it together. I tried pulling it apart, but the pieces of wood were too big, awkward, and I just couldn't get it. And I'm thinking I got a nice, it's a low grade filter. I'm thinking I'm going to want to put an air sponge, an air filter in there. Maybe I'll get one of those little USB filters. That would be perfect for that size tank. And I can run it through the back air vent. So I have a couple other things that I want to do. And I was actually thinking about putting one more light up and down along the side of it, a UVB light. That way, no matter where Mushu is in the enclosure, he'll have the UVB light on him. So yes, there's a heat lamp basking UVB on top, but I'll also put a UVB up and down. I don't know how yet, but I think I'm going to do that. Because I can't really get to the other side to, you know, like to attach it to the wall, but if I could find, or if anybody knows of some really super adhesive tape that would hold up that kind of UVB light, that would be great. I think I'll give it a shot. I really like it. I really like it. So now his enclosure that he came out of, I've got some ideas. I think I'm going to trim back some of the plants that are in there and then move my dart frogs into that enclosure. I hope you enjoyed this this build. I did have fun building it. It did take a little bit of a time, but I was in no rush. But thanks for coming along and checking out this brand new enclosure, 4x4x2. I'm real happy how it turned out. And I think now he's got some more room to grow. I'm really happy you came along with me for my Chinese water dragon. We're gonna let you eat in peace now, baby, okay? Love you. But thanks, guys, and I will see you next time.
Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue. Hey everybody, it's SuzyQue. Na na, hey everybody, it's SuzyQue, so come along with me. Sit down. SuzyQue.